I guess this is the type of video that no one wants to make, is the fails that I had this year, this whole season. My gardening efforts were pretty much a mess, but I wanted to share with you the things that went well, the very few things that went well, and the things that went wrong, because between the weather, the deer, the squirrels, and my broken arm, it was kind of impossible to have anything going well. So you can see over here, this is actually funny if you see it in a different perspective. These lilies were some of the ones that made it through the horrible heat in Texas just to be eaten by the deer a couple of days ago. My magnolias are dead also by deer chewing on them. And this is a new plant that I got. It's a flax lily that it's kind of sort of making it, and is behind some wire that my husband put in there. So we try to save them for next season. So this is my experience so far. Thanks for visiting. Here we go. These are the lilies that the deer ate. They had survived the 116 Fahrenheit weather just to die when the temperature started to get better. This is a magnolia baby tree that didn't make it. This is the variegated lily. So far, so good. I saved it. I'm going to put it in a planter in the front yard. And remember all those figs that I was trying to grow? This is what the squirrels did for me. They dug them all out when I was healing my broken wrist. I didn't even think of them until I saw a bunch of sticks outside of the pots. And that's that. The caladiums are doing well, but I have to hide them between some chairs because the deer were coming over here and trying to sniff them, and I'm just afraid that they are going to eat stuff that they're not supposed to even like. But they are beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you also have deer problems or squirrel problems. For me, it was like deer, squirrels, cutting ants. It was just too much. This year I planted several varieties, and even with the nasty heat, they still made it. This one gets red when the sun hits the leaves. Beautiful. This is one of the sago palms that we cut from the mother plant. And it's kind of dormant, it's not doing anything, but hopefully it's growing roots. This agave, all of them are doing well. Behind there you can see the rock rose and some tradescantia. This is part of the acanthus baby that I planted last year or something. It's been growing and then it dies with the heat and then it's growing again. Right now it's just waking up. My elephant ear got calcinated by the heat. The rock rose is doing very nicely. This is a good one for the heat. She didn't mind. The rockdahlia didn't make it. It's supposed to be deer resistant, and the deer came and ate it. So you tell me. The rosemary was traumatized with the heat, but is alive. The lantana got in shock, is coming back. It pretty much dried out completely. This variety was not happy in this heat. The miller is okay, and the other lantana is also shocked, but trying to come back. This was recorded weeks ago, and by now the flowers are back. They are all red and happy. The sago is doing well, although I will have to move the pups again because it grew a bunch again. So I will try to do that in the spring. Right now I will just leave it as it is. These are white lilies, and they didn't flower with the intense heat, but they are alive. This is another lantana that also was all in shock, didn't want to do anything, but it's alive. This is a variegated that it's okay, it's thriving. This one was pretty much smashed by a fat deer that just went on top of it to take a nap, but I fixed it, and this was before I put the wood chunks, and this flower bed looks much better right now. This is at the point where all the cardboard was just laying on top. And this is the Mexican heather, actually, and it was beautiful, but the deer came and chewed on it, and it's just now coming back. This is in the front porch. That purple Tradescantia is all happy. The fern is very nice, and look at this other one. It's just growing. It's the silver Tradescantia. It's very happy right there in that pot in that little corner. I love it. I have to count the good things. This is a new gold lantana, and the deer came and ate it. They broke it. One of them is almost dead. That's a purple heart, pretty much gone. Right now it's doing better after, a few weeks after I recorded this. But I was pretty annoyed, to say the least. I still haven't planted anything on that pot. This one is another new gold lantana. This one is like the other one was looking before the deer attack. And this purple heart, you see, it's like almost nothing in there. They're not even supposed to like it, but they came and ate it. That one is a weird bulb that somebody gave me. I have no idea how it's going to look, but it's pretty happy in there. And at night, these lights glow so beautiful. Looks very nice. The agave are all happy. But see, from being tiny little babies, they are all grown, getting all happy, looking very healthy. That is the Cuban oregano, I believe, variegated. And this is a white Tradescantia. It doesn't have flowers, only in the morning. And you can see a little bit more grown my acanthus, and the elephant ear was recuperating. And this jasmine, I was so happy with the jasmine. Look at this. Beautiful button, beautiful smell. It was so cute. And then a squirrel chomped on it. The vincas are never a problem. They are all happy. They grow more flowers. The hotter, the better for them. I added this pot with one vinca that I was rescuing from the clearance section, and is getting nicer looking. This one was horribly bitten, but I moved it far away. I put it in a larger pot, and look at it right now. I'll put the name on the screen. This is the Beauty Berry, looking all beautiful. I planted this in the front, and right now it's dormant. I hope it was just because it decided to go dormant and not another plague or something. It didn't have bites from a deer, but at this point, who knows? This one had beautiful yellow flowers. It was supposed to be deer resistant. And as soon as I put it in the porch to plant it next day, all the flowers were gone. See, that's the name, Wedelia crepinops. The coleus is still alive, but since they don't like winter, I brought it inside, lost a lot of leaves, but it's still alive and no one took a chunk of it. So this is one of those things that I'm counting as a plus. The diachondria. Well, this was doing very nicely until we reached 116 or 19 or 20 or I don't even know, 300. It felt horrible. It completely dried out to a crisp. I think it would have been better if it was in a larger container, but live and learn.